Warning, this episode of Paint Bravely is uncut because it's just too dang funny to leave out anything.
I can hear you. I literally have headphones on. Like, you guys are whispering. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
This is quite intimate. I feel like I'm on a bus. On the way to school.
You're just sitting a little too close to someone else.
Yeah.
You're like, this is fine, I guess. We're going to get somewhere, and it's fine. All right. Well, yeah, do you have the thing open? Can you see the thing in front of you with the intro and everything?
I do. Yeah.
Welcome to Paint Bravely. How's your eyesight?
Not great, but I can do it.
No matter if you screw it up, you don't have to start over. You just roll.
Okay, hang on. I think we're increasing a size here. Oh yeah. Okay, great. No, that's not helpful. Oh, okay, that's better. This is a great way to consume my first Paint Bravely podcast. No, I've watched them all. Has anyone watched them all? No. Okay.
Probably somebody. I don't know them. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready? Everyone ready? Why you don't have to be okay. Okay, weird. Welcome to Paint Bravely, the podcast where you can find a little bit of encouragement, discover new ways to make your hobby more fun, and most importantly, learn to paint bravely. Brent update. Bricky was here, Necron.
All right.
Oh, that was perfect. Thank you for that awesome intro, Trent. I know I probably should have pointed out you didn't have to continue to read the outline of the episode.
Oh, my
That's
apologies.
okay. We'll get there. Yeah, no.
I
that is
deleted the note that
fine.
said skin pieces and cod pieces, skin masks and cod pieces. I deleted the
That
title
was
of
the
last
episode last
episode.
week, yeah. Yeah, at which time we will have to come up with another title for this episode, and we'll figure that out at some point. But yeah, new intro. I think we'll probably just use that from now on. That's one less thing we got to do.
You're welcome.
But yeah, obviously somebody is here on the podcast besides me and Brent. Trent, all the way from Australia, dude. What's going on, man?
Not a lot. I've just been hanging out with Brent. We've been eating Panda Express. Is that right?
That's correct.
We've been going
this is correct.
We've been going to malls. I saw a lighthouse.
Yep.
And I've pet some cats.
Yeah, Portland, Maine has, or at least had, a higher ratio of restaurants per capita than any other city in the United States. And so when Trent visited, I took him to the best one, which is Panda Express in the mall food court.
Yeah, well, I said, look, take me to your favorite places. And you did.
Today we went for variety, so at the mall food court we went 2 spaces over to Sakuro, the Japanese kind of stir-fry place.
It's really great.
Slightly different, probably a little fancier.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have sampled everything your beautiful city has to offer.
Sakuro at the mall has shrimp, but does not have Dr. Pepper, so you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be fair, I think they have Panda Express in Australia. I want to say,
I don't know.
or do they not?
I don't think
no,
so.
maybe they don't. I think I looked this up. Actually, they do not have Panda Express. No, you know what? I did look this up. So they have one in Melbourne, but that's Melbourne, Florida.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I can
little
pretend
different.
if you want.
Yeah,
we
let's
have
go to
like
Florida, yeah.
Koala Express, I think, where we just eat Australian foods.
Was that a
That
joke, or
makes
do you
perfect
actually have
sense.
a restaurant called Koala Express?
Oh, yeah, just like meat pies, sausage rolls, fairy bread, rainbow cake, Tim Tams,
Tim Tams, yep.
Milo. It's good. I'll take you next time. I'll take you to a mall. I'll take you to, what did I call it? Koala Express.
What did you call it?
Koala Express
real.
and the Australian Mall.
Yes.
Should we back up a
But
second?
obviously, yeah, you're a.
Should we
I mean,
back up
we
a
can.
second? We're about
Like
to go
what?
to
What do you
Under
mean?
the Dice Fest, which is a small
was literally
gathering
getting
in
there. That's
Enfield,
fine.
Connecticut. And for some reason, Trent made the trip from Australia to New England. And he's in my house right now. And we're doing the podcast together.
Yeah, I'm very thankful to be here. And thanks for answering my call at like 8 p.m. being like, please come get me. I'm scared and alone and I don't understand this country. And you offered me a nice bed to sleep in.
Yeah. Happy to help. And you still don't have a SIM card either, so you've been really reliant on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So
Basically, when Brent's like, we're going to Panda Express, I'm like, I guess I can't call for help. I am going to Panda Express.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense now. I can see how this is adding up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going to Under the Dice Fest, which is like a sort of punk indie. Oh, you're in for a treat, Brent. This is like everything I picture about you. I would imagine this will be the opposite. And I think we're gonna get you some denim, maybe a nice denim jacket, maybe some,
it's too warm for this.
maybe some like
No.
maybe like some spiked armbands or something. I don't know. We gotta
Choker.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we can do that.
There you go. Oh, you guys went to Hot Topic, right? That's why you're at the mall.
We
That was the whole
didn't go
idea.
in because we had giant cups of soda of Dr. Pepper, in fact, from Panda Express, and we figured they wouldn't like us going into any stores at the
Brent
mall.
likes to use we in these scenarios.
the mall.
I was excited by the prospect of breaking the rules, but also I'm kind of scared
Trent,
of the repercussions of breaking the rules in your country.
Trent, you are connected to Brent via earpods right now. We're in this together, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, we didn't go to Hot Topic.
Which you should have. But I'm just saying, if you were looking for those things, you know, that you could have gotten it there. Yeah, I imagine. I mean, obviously, the crowds that you generally run in, Trent, are the more the kitbashing dark side of the hobby. So this is a mini convention, I guess, is what you could call it, for these good people.
Yeah,
To
I've
just
been
get
told
together
there's
and
going to
do some
be
cool stuff.
live music. There's going to be tattoos. There's going to be indie displays of cool RPGs and games you can play, bootleg miniatures, and I don't think I'm allowed to say that. There's going to be all the cool things you're looking for. If you went to Adepticon and you stumbled upon somehow the Grimdark Alley, this is like the place for you.
It's like the Hot Topic of miniature conventions.
Well, they're your words. That's a you moment. Even though we're connected the
We are going to the Hot Topic of miniature conventions, which we agree is
I
called
feel like
Under the
you're.
Dice Fest.
you're gonna have the best time.
I do think that you do have some wardrobe for this, though, Brent. You do have a Milliput shirt that was bootlegged.
That's true.
So I feel like that's the way to go.
You're right. You're right.
And who bootlegged it? Tanner. Have you met Tanner yet? Tanner
Yes,
is
he
a
gave me a
mystical
Milliput
beast.
shirt.
We did, yeah.
He is like the most incredible miniature person you'll ever meet in your life. It's so hard to describe him in every way, let alone what he does. And I expect tomorrow, when you meet Tanner again, that, and you're wearing your Milliput shirt and your denim jacket,
Oh, yes.
you're gonna have the best time. And I would love for you to paint one of his miniatures. Would you
Okay.
do that for me?
Yeah.
Amazing.
You're gonna get this on video, right? I need to see all of these things.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
do
make
that.
sure.
We'll do that.
Dude, yes. Yeah. I need to get more tattoos. I need to buy more denim. That's always a goal for me. I'm sad I'm not going to be there.
I'm sad you're not going to be there. I think you'd have the best time also.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but at least you guys get to go, and we'll report back on the next episode of Paint Bravely and talk about. Well, at least.
Well, I won't be here.
Brent
will I be here? No, I won't be
yeah,
here.
you won't be.
That'd
be
be
weird
allowed
if you were.
back anywhere near Brent's house.
Why don't we schedule that for like a few years
Yeah,
in the future?
That's fair. Under the dice,
every so many years.
2029. We'll do a recap.
The starting position. Yeah. Yeah. We could probably do that.
Yeah, probably. That sounds good. Okay, so you guys have been getting ready for that. Have you been preparing any models to play games with? Is that the goal here?
Well, I've been prepping my Rusted Demon, which is the modeling and painting competition being held there, and it's it's a monstrosity. I kind of no, I'm not going to show you. You'll have to. Should I show you?
This is going to air
I mean,
on
if you
Monday.
have it next to you.
All right, I won't show it, but you'll find it on my channel in like a week,
Okay, cool.
right?
Yeah, which will obviously link to everybody who hasn't heard of you. Did we even say who you were technically? I mean, Trent is
No,
a thing.
we definitely did.
Your voice is pretty recognizable, but we didn't say. Oh yeah, Trent from Miscast on YouTube. Pretty sure if you've been around the modeling and painting community on YouTube, you probably run into Miscast. So,
At some point, you probably also clicked away.
That's what's going on.
Formerly Miscast Terrain
Maybe.
has also been featured on the $1 Billion Clown Farm channel.
Yeah, that
Like
was
recently, yeah.
yeah. That was a fever dream.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I bet. I still haven't watched it. I saw it, and I saw your face on there. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And then Brent texts me, and he's like, so Trent's coming to my house right now, and I'm like, what is happening? What is going on?
Yeah,
I'm
just
just
wait.
seeing
You'll get
his
a
face
text soon
in
too. I'll
thumbnails.
say, Casey, can you please let
Yeah.
me in? I'm at your front door. Yeah.
You know what I was going to do
That would
Monday
be,
night, Trent?
I would be okay.
What?
I was going to run Zul'Gurub with my guild in World of Warcraft.
Oh, thank God, I've saved you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I clicked will be absent for this event, and I went to go
It's
get
good
you
call,
at the bus
good call.
stop, and here we are. So
Well, thank you.
you've been working on your monstrosity. You've been gluing and milliputting, and we've got the sprue goo out. We've got the green stuff out. The knead tight. We've got files, and I see that you've actually switched blades on your knife or my knife. No one's who's to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your whole place is upside down after I've gone through it.
You got into the bear cavalry paints before I did.
Well, they're fun. I mean, do you want to? I don't know if this is on our schedule. Do you want a bear paints review?
Yeah. Do it. Go for it. Let's do it.
Well,
I love it.
This lovely couple of days has been my first time essentially trying every brand of paint that Brent has, and what I've discovered is that they're all basically the same to me. But I like the pretty like logos and stuff on all of them.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair assessment, honestly. There's like minute differences for very specific things in some of them, and otherwise they're like, yes, these will all work very well.
Okay, don't look at no.
Why is my super glue stuck to my dirty down rust?
It happens. Yeah.
It did.
We're on a
obviously
time
happens.
crunch, okay? As long as it's clean by the end, that's all that matters, right?
Just don't clean anything up. Leave it. Just bail. It's so much better that
fine.
way.
That's fine.
Yeah. You said that there were going to be tattoos at this place. Does that mean that in general people have tattoos, or is there going to be somebody doing tattoos?
To my understanding, there's going to be... Well, it's not advertised, but I'm pretty sure previously
legal.
is. No, well, they're all like, real tattoo artists. I'm sure they've gone through all the hoops and hurdles to
sure.
sanitize those areas and do whatever it takes to like you go to those like tattoo conventions and stuff. It's the same principle, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything dodgy about it.
Yeah. As long as it smells like a hospital, then you're probably fine.
Yeah. Well,
it's
I'm
fine.
very excited. Hopefully I come back with some new ink. if I get my sponsored video done in time and I can pay for them. But now I'm on a podcast.
You're gonna get Paint Bravely the podcast on your chest?
I would love that. Yeah, please.
Okay.
I mean, look. Like, if you want to negotiate for that, like, I got some cash.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
How much are we talking?
I don't know, $50.
Oh, 50? I'll think about it.
All right. Well, I threw it out there. I had to.
Yeah, you need to send it to me in like a way I'll understand though, like a sponsored email that's like, dear valued YouTuber, I'm reaching out because of your immense creativity. I love this blank video. Please work with us. If you can send that.
Some amount of money, yeah, just for legal reasons and tax reasons at the end of the year, for writing that stuff off. I completely understand.
Yeah.
I would literally do that in 20 minutes.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I've done. I've come here. I've taken over your podcast. Okay, what else are we doing? Necrons. Tell us about Necrons, Brent.
Yeah. So usually at
Don't
this
change
point,
the topic.
after we kind of just No, my thinking honestly with the tattoo thing was you should definitely try and coerce Brent into getting a tattoo.
Have you got any tattoos?
That's all I'm
Brent?
saying.
I do not.
Would you get one?
I have trouble committing to these things.
Okay.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, maybe we get
I'm
like
just
a
saying.
really good idea.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, you
though.
get Panda Express
Get
tattoos.
the milliput.
Get
Yes,
milliput-
actually, that's not a
milliput
horrible
across the
idea.
chest, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I would totally get a milliput tattoo. That actually kind of sick.
Oh, we could get couples ones. We could get like one could be a white one and one could be a yellow one, and we mix them together.
Oh, there you go. That would be great, actually. Yes. That way, when you come together, it creates the full
Yeah.
milliput, the proper milliput.
Because we're
Yeah.
inseparable.
Yes. After you mix them.
After mix.
Anyways.
Welcome to
I'm
Paint
super
Bravely the
into this idea,
podcast.
We're not doing this.
Okay.
Come on. We were right there. I feel like we were right there. That's too bad. Have you ever gotten a tattoo with somebody else? Like the same tattoo?
Yeah, I've got well, not the exact same ones, but I've got matching ones with friends for sure. Like the same. Do you?
I do, yeah.
What do you got?
I got a band logo.
Oh.
I was on a tour, like a quick tour with my band. We went up to somewhere in Idaho, I think Boise, Idaho or something. And there's a cool tattoo place up there, and we got tattoos with a couple other people who were like coming to the show, doing a bunch of stuff. We ended up walking around downtown and making bad decisions, and we all got tattoos. It was great.
Sick. I didn't know you used to be so cool, Casey. What happened?
I never stopped, Trent. We just don't hang out enough.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll think about it. If Brent pitches me a good idea, I'll do it within 24 hours. If
Give you money and bad ideas.
It's really hard
That's
for me
not
to turn
terrible
down
either.
money in this. Like in this country, my dollar does not go very far. My dollary do is worth nothing. So I reckon
Yeah.
50 is too much. Probably that's like 1,000 back at home.
Yeah.
It's something like that. $75 or something.
Yeah, I
don't know.
assume that these people with the bootleg tattoo shop at the
But I don't know.
Elks Club in Enfield, Connecticut are going to. I don't think they're going to have a card reader. I think it's cash or.
That's pretty standard.
You never
anyway.
know.
Yeah, you could have PayPal.
I mean, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll Venmo. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I don't have Venmo, so you'll have to pay. I promise I'll pay you back. Like I have been for the whole trip.
Absolutely. All that Panda Express. So you're getting ready for this it's a kitbashing competition. Is that what it is? Like more than painting, or is it kind of both?
Yeah, it's been sort of pitched as a modeling competition with the painting secondary.
Sweet.
So
Okay.
That's what I'm banking on, because I can't paint. I've spent all day.
It looks great.
You think so?
Yeah, and I think you can show it on the camera right now.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
Okay, it is a little bit broken right now. Hang on, I'll give you a little teaser. This is we're doing some,
come on.
We're doing some pretty crazy stuff.
Like
That
some
is not
Archeon
autofocus.
wings and
Okay,
stuff.
well,
You just throwing it up there. It's fine. It
something.
looks good, dude.
Thank
I
you.
like it.
Thank
It stands out nicely.
oh,
Good
yeah.
colors.
Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious and gross, but that's me.
That's good though.
So
Yeah,
those
I
are
was gonna say,
bits
what
from
else?
a ton of different kits, like a lot of Tyranid bits, obviously. But what's the core? Is there a core of like tinfoil at the center of all that, or what we got?
It's literally when I went to Adepticon, there was like a DIY swap meet of sprues, and everyone was trading, everyone's buying. It might have been unsanctioned, I don't know, but the vibe was very cool. And at the end of the night, I just got given a bunch of sprues that I don't recognize. It's just like stray parts, and I can't tell you any kit any of them are from. I'm assuming some of them are Nurgle, some of them are Tyranid, some of them might be Orc
Demon?
I don't know what those wings are from, but they're sick.
You glued some Gundam crap to it too,
Oh yeah.
so that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gundam stuff's pretty fun, but like only some of it kind of suits 40k aesthetic, like the majority of it, because it's all like beautiful curves and stuff. You need like the real like 80s jank looking vents and spikes. But I got the kids.
Yeah, it makes sense. I got a couple of models at that swap meet. I kind of came in at the end, like we wandered into the grimdark hallway, as it were, and a couple of people were like, "Oh, I got to give you this thing," and like pulled out a bunch of parts, and I think I got some like Trench Crusade stuff. And,
Oh hell yeah!
I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. So it's good. Yeah,
Yeah, that was really fun. I set up
not bad.
Rachel, my girlfriend, up with my bits box, and I just said, "Look, you just trade whatever you think is like good value." Which is like an absolute mistake, but I did get some really good stuff, and I think it went either way. Like, I think some people saw Rachel and was like, "Oh, I can take advantage of the situation," and other people were like, "I feel so bad for the situation Rachel's in. I'm just going to give her all this stuff." So I think I came out on top in the end, or just okay. I can't really tell, and I also can't tell what's missing from my bits box.
Yeah, it couldn't have been
How
too
many of these
important.
dick
That.
monsters are gone? I don't know. That's pretty funny. It's almost better to have that happen where you didn't see what you were getting, because like I feel like I get like locked up in those situations where I'm like, oh, I'm going to trade this thing for this thing, and then I start to kind of get in my own head and go, well, I don't actually really need any of that stuff. Like, how do you? I mean, I guess doing it blind is one thing, but do you just take anything, or is it something pop into your head immediately and you go, I know what I'm going to use this for right now?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, when I was packing, basically it was everything that was in my bits box that I've been like, oh, I'm going to use that for something great. And it sat there for 4 years. So like I brought all the best stuff. So I brought stuff that was quite good. But like trading culture is like really important in like, you know, the kitbashing scene and all that sort of stuff. So my goal is just like, I give people like a loose idea of like what I want, which is at the moment Tyranids and Nurgle bits. And I'm just like, whatever you got, I'll take them, and you can have whatever is in this bits box that you think is fair. And most people are, you know, gonna do the right thing. You'd assume, right?
I would assume.
In that crowd.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is a pretty small community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's not like
Generally
a,
speaking, I
like an
think people are
open
trustworthy.
public thing. It's like, you know, just all the cool people that are also have the same sort of attitude.
Yeah, it looks like a hot topic, and it feels like a community.
yeah.
Well, Hot Topic might have been a community too. We didn't have one in Australia.
Maybe
so
in like the late 90s. Yeah.
maybe. I was always
Maybe.
quite jealous actually. So, but now I get to live
Yeah.
my truth. It's nothing but black from here on out.
It's pretty much. No, and Hot Topic is not that anymore. It barely was even then.
Uh-huh.
And it's definitely like a, I don't know,
Funko Pops.
pop culture. Yeah, like it's not what it used to be. It's sad thing.
Alas.
Kind of a bummer, actually.
Pour one out for Hot Topic. Last episode, we lamented the loss of Polygon as a news outlet for gaming, and today we remember Hot Topic.
What a tragedy.
I do remember. It's a little bit. They used to play good music in Hot Topic, and now I don't know. I don't recognize anything.
I want to see
it's me. Maybe I'm old.
Of younger Casey. You sound very cool. I gotta see what this band Casey was all about.
It's just Casey.
You reckon?
It's just me.
Oh.
I had longer hair.
Okay. Well, that's important.
Yeah.
That changes a lot.
It's important. It was pretty bad, actually. I had to
Okay.
cut that.
You wouldn't bring it
was
back?
Not a good look. Not ever, dude. Not even a little bit. It was so bad. Yeah. No, it was like long enough hair that like it was getting to be long hair, you know, but it was still kind of like bouncing off the back of the shoulders. So it was a little bit of that like starting to curl up at the ends kind of look. And I just couldn't get past it.
Well, that's
Brent
what
knows
I'm going for a mullet at the moment. I'm trying to represent
there you
my
go.
home country. It's taken a while. I'm next to a lot of hair all the time in the last couple of days, so I kind of feel a bit insecure.
For the listeners at home, Trent has curls, and so it takes him longer to grow a mullet.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
That's fair. Yeah. It will be more majestic once it gets down, though.
It will.
That's my hope, for sure.
You got to see the vision.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I think you can get there. I believe in you.
my barber, he's so passionate about my mullet. He's like, Trent, like, listen to me, okay? You're not coming in for haircuts often enough. I want you here like every 2 weeks because right now you're ruining my vision.
It's just like you're gonna have to sell a lot more models to be affording that often of a
That's
haircut.
true.
But
It's
yeah,
very true.
I could see it.
It's a good sales tactic,
Jeez.
honestly.
Yeah, you reckon?
Praise on your vanity and your pursuit of glory.
Yeah. Speaking of pursuit of glory, how do you think you're gonna do in this here painting competition, or I guess modeling competition? How do you feel?
I don't know. There's the best of the best basically is going to be there. So, I'm just there to show off a piece and have something to talk about when I'm too tired to play games and people are like, "Are you playing any games?" And I can be like, "No, but I got something in the cabinet." And they'll be like, "Oh, cool."
Nice.
You got to have a strategy for that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I guess we might be playing Mordheim too.
We can play games.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
The table's going to be beautiful. It's going to be the best opportunity to play Mordheim in your life. Like, it's going to be... Like, think about how people talk about, like, Mordheim and, whenever it was early... It was 2000, did it come out? I think so. Yeah, because I think it was a result of, like the Y2K panic, I think. And... I think, anyway. I think now the quality of all these tables with all the beautiful 3D printed terrain, all the masterful, techniques and what we have to offer for like nice flocks and, like leafy litter. I'm really painting a scene now. Lighting effects. This is Brent. This is your time. So I need you to embrace this. With every ounce of your being. I saw you painting all day. I've seen you putting in those hours. In between the naps, I've seen you put in the hours.
Right. You get up about 4 hours after I get up.
That's true.
Yeah. God, dude, the time difference has got to be a little bit brutal.
It is.
Like East Coast, United States to Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, I came through Fiji to get here. This is the most bizarre way to get to Brent's house ever.
I mean, that is super bizarre. You're just like, let me stop at this tropical island real quick and not stay.
It was pretty fun.
I'm gonna go to
be honest.
Brent's.
You know, like the thing about Fiji is, you know, like I've heard about Fiji time, and where everyone's so laid back, and I really experienced it when everyone was lining up to get through security and are in like an absolute panic, as like there's 3 flights that are all like committed to go within 5 minutes, and people are like we need to get on this plane, and like they're like calling people over, and the guy comes over and they're like we need to get on this plane, it's leaving in 5 minutes, and the guy's like, yeah, there'll be an announcement in about 15 minutes to say that it was delayed, and then he just walked off.
That's great. It's like, it's fine, you're fine, stop worrying about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
But I made it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah,
You
you
could have
made
just
it.
stopped in Fiji and done that instead of traveling to the Hot Topic Fest. And
Yeah, well, I've been trying to convince our mutual friend Tyler to organize a hobby Bali trip with me, which I think would be quite fun. So if you all want to come paint miniatures by the beach and drink cocktails, you're all invited.
Hobby
That sounds
Barley.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
Yeah.
Wait, where is this? Where are you talking about?
Bali is it's pretty close to Australia.
Bali? Like-
Hobby Bali.
Okay.
Yeah, come by.
Yeah,
I think you said
I mean, I want
barley.
to.
This is which would be like, yeah, you hobby and you drink.
That's also quite good.
it's just like, I guess. No, that makes more sense.
We could do that on a beach.
I mean, that
sure.
sounds good. We just announce those dates, and then whoever shows up,
That's
it'll be
kind of
great.
fun. Okay, we're just starting a convention now.
In Bali, sure.
Yeah, we need a name for it though.
BaliCon?
Well, let's
No.
Fire festival.
Okay, we'll work on that. We'll come back to this.
We'll workshop this at some point. I mean, God, dude, I don't know. I don't want to put I don't want to put anything on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
we'll
so
figure
we
that
come
out.
up with a good name. Somebody's going to take the URL, and we have to pay more for it, or come up with a worse name.
Yeah.
So we save the actual good ideas for later. Now, talking about organizing conventions, is this like year, like 3 for Under the Dice Fest? It's a... How old is this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but this would be my first one, so I have no idea what to expect, genuinely, other than everyone said I will love it. And the wonderful community of friends I have over there, the ones that got me there, because I got back from Adepticon, I was so broke. I was moving house, I got so sick, my ass was absolutely kicked, and they all got together and they're like, hey, we'd love to get you here, so they bought me tickets to
Oh, that's really
to
cool.
end up at Brent's house. So
Yeah.
you can
Dude,
thank
that's
them all
really
later,
cool.
Brent, if you want.
Oh, I'll thank them. I tried to buy a ticket to the convention, and they were sold out of tickets. And I messaged Gage on Instagram. He said, it's okay, you can come anyway.
Oh, that's nice,
So,
isn't it?
in a way, they're covering my ticket,
I think
too.
it's because you look the same, so it was confusing for him.
Long hair, mustache. Man, one half of my mustache wants to curve up. Like, naturally, the hair on one side of my mustache wants to curve up. The other one wants to curve down, and it's bugging me. I think
I
Gage...
feel like it's time to listen to your body and start to put the wax in it and curl it.
I think so.
If it's going that way.
normally I don't care if I look ridiculous, but I'm gonna see Gage tomorrow, and
That's
I need to look as good as him. So
Yeah, I was talking to Gage before I knew Brent had a mustache, and he's like, yeah, this is how I'm separating myself, and Gage sent me a photo of him with a mustache, and then the next video of Brent, he's rocking a mustache. He just says, God damn it.
That's so good. That's so good. Too late.
But it
Okay.
suits you, Brent, I reckon.
yeah, we're keeping it.
Yeah.
Keeping it.
We're keeping it? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, me and Gage.
Yeah, we-
you can't be involved in this. Yeah, you're on your mullet quest.
There's a lot of royal weeds being
That's
thrown
fair.
around the last couple of days, to be fair.
Yes. We're dealing with a lot of people, a lot of different people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I get it from Aquitaine Hunger Force. Carl, the neighbor in Aquitaine Hunger Force. It's, yeah, we're hoping that's temporary. He's
Yeah.
I enjoy his manner of speaking.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
That makes sense.
all right.
Well, I imagine that the game boards, especially like you were saying, the Mordheim boards are going to be pretty insane. I mean, these are, I don't know, I guess it's the same kind of people that kind of gravitate towards that game, but then end up building the most insane boards that I think anybody's ever seen. Specifically for Mordheim too. It is that game. I still haven't played that game at all. Is it actually good? Is that something we can say?
Look, it's a debated topic. I would say,
Sure, yeah.
by modern standards, I would say it's not a great game. I would say looking at the pictures and making a warband and then skipping over the game part and going straight to like the resolution stage to see what happens to all your models. Yeah, that's the real game. That's what people are there exclusively to
Okay. That's what I needed to know. That's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the way now this brings into something else that I kind of wrote down, and maybe we can talk about. It doesn't really matter, but the aesthetic of a game, like the theme, matters more than almost anything else, and that's definitely true for me. Like if I like the idea of a game, like Mordheim is a good example. I like the idea of that. I want to get into that more than something else like Kill Team, right? 40K. It's like that's fine. It doesn't hit me anywhere. It doesn't give me anything. Like I get it. It might be a fun game, but like Mordheim is definitely something I would gravitate towards. And I think a lot of people are into that, and that's why Trench Crusade is now obviously gotten kind of on the same bandwagon, same designer, right? So
There's a lot of
I don't know.
games
How do
I
you think about
in, like,
that?
the same sort of vein. The Necropolis is like the cool indie one that people are kind of hype about at the moment. That's like kind of pitched as like a diorama war game. So your like table, I'm pretty sure it's just like very small, designed to look very beautiful and cinematic, and then you play a game on that, and it has the same sort of vibe that you get from looking at those old John Blanche borders in the Mordheim book. But also, like, I think in kind of a way, like the Mordheim stuff is a little bit overdone. Like, I think because it's everyone's favorite game, everyone's inspired by it. I think the indie scene is very hype about Mordheim, and they've all written their own individual games, like, adjacent to it. It might be just cool if you, like, I don't know, like hack up some existing games or something like that and just put the flavor on top of that so I don't have to keep learning a new rule set every bloody month, every time someone's excited.
I mean, that would be kind of cool. This is just some kind of a standard rule set for like, here's the Grimdark game. This is what we do. Here's how many dice you roll.
Yeah, and I guess like that's kind of what One Page Rules is trying to pitch as, right? As well as just being
I think that's what they're trying to do, yeah,
knockoff.
for sure. Grimdark Future, yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Brent's confiscating my green stuff. It's going hard, so...
What?
I feel like I'm a student next to the teacher.
How long have you had that? It's turning hard in your hand? Like
I was mid Kitbashing, and then Brent's like, we're doing the podcast right now, and he switched off all the lights and he's like, get over there.
yeah, sit at this table, staring at this camera.
You're a natural. You're a natural. You didn't need any more prep time than that.
We didn't talk at all before this. Oh man. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of cool stuff going on, and I'm excited for you guys. It sounds like it's going to be a good weekend. Maybe you can get Brent to, get a tattoo.
Maybe.
I think a matching milliput tattoo sounds like the way to go. That's just me personally, though.
You can get Millie and I can get Putt, and then we can go together side by side. Okay.
That's one really mediocre Instagram post.
Okay, well, don't worry about it.
See, for life, dude. For life.
I don't think Milliput would even give us free stuff for it. They might like it.
No,
though.
they probably wouldn't.
No.
That would be the goal, right? You see what it takes for them to even be like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because I've worn the Milliput shirt on a couple of Instagram posts, and they've gotten tagged, and then they've like commented and said like, oh, awesome. We should start making shirts. It's like, well, suddenly it's quite uncool now to be wearing this. Now that you've said that exact thing, you don't get it.
That's why you can't commit to. That's why I can't commit to something so permanent. Is because you never know when Milliput's going to turn on you. You never know when the object of your tattoo is going to turn on you. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not getting a corporate entity that makes a product, like, that's probably maybe not the best tattoo in the world.
I mean, they've gone like quite far being, drama free, which is like,
There's a harassment lawsuit around the corner, and it's.
That's right.
To be fair, we
It's
do not
any
know that
minute
that's
now.
a joke. We have no knowledge at all, one way or the other, about the inner workings at Milliput Incorporated LLC.
No, I have
except
no
everything
idea. I
that
have no idea.
Brent told me 5 minutes ago when we turned the camera on.
Yeah.
Brent says that's
News
a joke.
is about to break.
It's not a joke. No, that was a joke. For legal reasons, that was a joke.
For legal reasons. Can't talk about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, man.
It was a Blizzard
So is
Entertainment
that
joke.
basically what?
It was a Blizzard Entertainment joke. Blizzard Entertainment, they had the lawsuit because the bad
Yes, they
people
did.
worked there, and some
Yes,
of
they
them probably
did.
still do. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Yeah, that got weird. Okay. I forget what I was already gonna ask now, because you threw me off, but that's okay.
so I found my Mordheim rule book, and I'm trying to read it, and it is
Did you?
tough
Okay.
going. It is tough going. Partially that's just because my brain don't work like that, but there's some cool pictures in there. You guys are right about the pictures. They got there's some pages that have condensed sections about how to build a warband. That's pretty neat. I got into my Frostgrave minis, and I've been building up some Frostgrave minis as, what are they called? Possessed? Not possessed.
yeah, possessed.
Yeah, I've been building it up as like the chaosy cult in Mordheim.
Okay.
And I've got a little cult going, and I was even able to take a couple of minis that I 3D printed from the Idols of Torment game, from the Black Magic Craft game, Idols of Torment.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And those are some nice demony looking folks for the possessed in my war band.
I've been telling Brent I'm going to be making a warband for the last couple of days. I haven't started yet, but we have all of tomorrow.
We really don't.
Well,
Tomorrow morning we are
plenty of
getting in the
time,
car
yeah.
and driving to Connecticut.
And Brent said I wasn't allowed to paint in the car.
You are not allowed to paint in the car.
Why?
Like a
Hang
square.
on. Why? But why?
Because I am borrowing my mother's car to drive us down there because my
What's
car's
wrong
in the
with the Mazda?
the struts and the power steering fluid.
Both of those things
Oh, mind the cat.
are somewhat
Mind the tyranid
replaceable.
around the cat.
You're fine. I okay, well, I can kind of see that a little bit, but I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I have left the current workspace in a state. So I kind of
I could
concede
see
to
that
not
if you're
being
going off that.
trusted, Yeah.
But do you have paint all over your clothes? Is that just
Look, don't ask too many questions.
I always ruin my my jeans.
I know, that's
Like
the
I'll
worst.
of course I'll be like using white or black ink, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spill this, and then inevitably I spill it, and it doesn't come out.
I think the worst is like the super glue spill on the jeans, and then you just have like that crust spot. Oh, forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked it like a spot. It was a good size, like a coin, right? Coin size spot. And it ended up like tearing that part of the jeans off, and then it just ripped from there, and I ruined my pants.
Super glue will do that.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah. That's
absolutely
instant
the worst.
death for. Yeah. In high school, I had a lot of white shorts, like white cargo shorts kind of things, or bright tan, you might say. And I got goblin green on them. I got super glue on them, and you could tell. You could tell. Oh.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty easy to tell. I do think to myself, like, and nobody's gonna see this, but then it's like, no, yeah, you can see the giant like splotch of white ink on my leg. I'm pretty sure. So
Nobody
yeah,
cares.
maybe.
Yeah.
I think that you'd be okay though. I would trust you, Trent. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to take you up on that offer when I visit you on
Yeah,
my next leg of this journey. The only rules is like you only can accept me if it's within like 12 hours notice. So you don't know when I'm coming. I just arrive, and if you don't say yes, then I never visit again.
Well, funny enough, like I mean, Brent's been here. I have a space. So, you could sleep in here. And funny enough, I am doing a sponsored spot where this company FlexiSpot sent me a bed.
Oh,
like
damn.
reviewing
I will
a bed
absolutely
for them.
shill that
So
for a place to sleep.
No
You
joke.
have a bed now?
Yes. I have.
The air
yeah,
mattress
they
was
said-
fine, and
it's
thank
weird.
you for the air mattress.
Yeah, the air mattress. I also have a couch. But yes, I'm doing a bed spot in an upcoming video. Like they originally started me out with the king bed, and it was like this whole thing that we had talked about, and then they're like, oh, we checked, this thing doesn't work with that size, so you gotta pick a different size. I'm like, all right, fine, let's do the queen. Like we'll go down, and they come back again like 2 days later, and they're like, yeah, we don't have any more of those. So you got to pick again. It's like, just send me what you have then. I don't understand. Like, just
You
give
getting
me
a
the
full
what.
or
So they sent me
twin,
this
twin
like,
extra long? What do you
yeah,
got?
it's a full bed. It's a full bed.
Okay.
So it'll still fit a normal human male. That seems fine.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, sign me up.
Yeah.
Do I have to go very
Sounds
far?
good. I mean,
from
it's here.
Casey
Yes,
is quite a far
yes.
ways away. Yes, he is.
okay.
He is much closer to
we
LA
are
than
we
he
are
is to
in
here.
different time zones. This is 3 hours difference.
Oh. Okay, well, look,
Yeah.
maybe we'll take a rain check on that one. I've been doing a lot of traveling.
unless you're on the opposite end of the country for some reason.
Well, you
never
visited
know. Like,
$1 billion clown farm out there.
Oh, yeah, I've been
yeah,
staying at
you were
Tyler's
pretty
house.
close.
Okay, all right, I can do that.
Yeah,
It's like 8 hours.
I mean,
right?
to be fair, that was. He's in LA, right?
Yeah. How far is that?
Yeah, so that's it's a 10-hour drive.
Okay.
Okay, well, look, I'm going to LA on the way back, so I'm not saying it's not going to happen.
You get your
I mean,
Skaven
if you wanna
warband done in
drive-
the car. Yeah.
Good. Like, if you stopped in Reno,
Tyler definitely would let you paint this car.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
right? Exactly. Like, there's a good long drive in between. We could do a whole thing. It'd be great.
Although Tyler has a really nice car, like it's so clean inside. I don't think I could bring myself to paint in it.
I mean, he airbrushes in his car. I think you're okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's the same car.
Oh, there's so many cats.
might have
This
upgraded
is so
since
fun.
then.
This is the best podcast ever.
This is normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the 136th best podcast ever.
That's quite good. Do you know who's beating you?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh no, we've just made 136 of these now.
Oh.
Every previous episode that we've made is beating us.
That's even better. It's even better. I have no idea where we are in the technical like standings, but I know that we do come up whenever anything. If you search on those things for like hobby and Warhammer or whatever.
Oh, that's
so
good.
at least there's that. That's good enough for me.
Well, all
Like,
three of you
people
out
know
there,
we're in a
thank you very
category
much
and-
for
yeah.
listening. This is the Paint Bravely podcast featuring my friends Brent and Casey.
Yeah, no, you're natural, man.
Look at that.
You're natural.
Yeah. I think you got this.
We got the keyword Mordheim into this one. Somehow, I don't think we've really gotten the keyword Mordheim into these very often.
Actually, that's true. I don't think we've actually talked about Mordheim maybe at all.
Maybe at all,
Ever.
yeah. We've said the word Necromoonda a few times, but
Yeah. How do you say that? How do you say Necromoonda?
Oh, Necromoonda. How you're doing it is very uncomfortable.
I got that from
I'm
a
gonna
camp
keep doing
counselor.
it.
Really?
Yeah, in middle school, we were on a camping trip, like a backpacking trip, like a week-long backpacking trip, and just while we're hiking up a mountain, we're talking about getting back and painting orcs and goblins. And the camp counselor's like, "Oh, you guys are into Warhammer, huh?" Yeah, that's all right, but I played Necromoonda.
It's kind of sick.
good,
I bet it was cool when he said it.
Yeah, he was a really cool dude.
Probably.
Yeah, Kevin was
You're
cool
like
as
12
shit.
years old. They're like Necromoonda. Yes. This is so good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm gonna pronounce it the way the coolest guy ever pronounced it. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
That's fair.
Instead of
fair.
like
That's
just
fair.
some schlubby British folks. Yeah, I'll
Schlubby.
Necromunda.
find a better word to
I mean,
describe
if
it.
you-
I get it. No.
If you say down under and Necromunda, then it makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Well, that's quite good, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder if that... Yeah. Was that intentional?
Necromoonda down under.
I
Actually,
just
no,
made it up.
you
I have
said
no
it. I don't like it.
That's
yeah,
the
no,
name
that
of our
ruined it.
convention.
I think that's the name for sure,
Yeah,
dude.
awesome. That was
Necromunda down under. Yeah. All right, that is the title of this.
Oh, nice.
So-
Well, you have to get Necromoonda. You have to like spell it bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the double
with
O's in there.
and Necromoonda. I mean, honestly, that's the only way I've ever heard it said. So I didn't know that until people, you know how people are on YouTube and in the comments, and that's not helping because they're typing it out. It's like it's still the same word, but still, you know, people are saying it's Necromunda. Like, but I've never heard that.
Make the
Never
spelling
heard that.
rhyme for Oonda. Down Oonda.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna get some clicks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Yes.
You've,
That's solid.
that's really good for your SEO. You know, spelling Necromunda intentionally wrong. That's very good for the searchability of this podcast. Thank you.
That's fine. We don't care about those clicks. We just want people to have a good time.
Incredible.
Although the more clicks we get, the more ad revenue we can spend on idiotic tattoos.
That's true.
That's fair, actually. Maybe we should try a little harder then.
But also with our exchange rate, I think you'll get 1.5 more tattoos than me. So,
Right.
Exchange rate.
so I might have to get the putt and you get the milli, I think.
Yep. Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least if you get the putt part of it, then you can be like, well, I really like mini golf, so
Yeah.
you know, it's fine. It's not spelled the same. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, put where?
It's even better. You could put that somewhere and make a good joke
That's
every
something.
time.
That's
It'd be great.
something.
I think that's okay. So that's the plan then, huh? Dice under fat. What's it called?
Out of the dice.
Under the dice. Under the dice fest. That's what I was looking for, written down somewhere. That sounds pretty cool. Is it decently large, like, you know, a few hundred people, or is it like, you know?
I have no idea, to be honest. I think it's more than you'd think, but also it's small. It's small and cool, but they changed their venues to accommodate more people, so it's growing at least. I don't know by how much, but one way to find out.
I mean, if they change venues and got a bigger space, that usually means good things.
Yeah.
We'll report back on that.
Yeah.
We're excited.
We are excited.
Yeah.
That I can agree with.
Yeah. I didn't realize that you were going to have to drive so far, though.
I
I thought it was like a half hour away from you.
It's
But, yeah.
closer to 4 hours away, three and a half, 4, something like that. But we'll get there.
Can't paint in the car for 4 hours.
He can look at the rule book and catch me up.
Yeah, except
Brent
that I
pushed
heard
that
the
to
rules.
me
You
today.
ignore them and you just skip to the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
what do you,
let me
you're
know
done. You're good.
let me know how the experience system works. I'm aware that my leader starts with 20 experience points, but I have no idea what that means. So, and I'm not going to read it. So,
Yeah, okay, well that's fine. You just roll the dice and I'll tell you what happens. And the chances are it could be something fun like death, or maybe you go blind, or maybe you
with
break a leg.
experience
that.
points? No, you're talking about the injury table.
Oh, well, it's all together. I'm going to assume that you're going to have some injuries after your first game. Right? How are you going to play?
Not well.
Okay. No, that's what I thought. But also, you know, are you going to be role playing this session, Brent? Are you going to be, you know, thinking like a cultist in your possessed warband? Are you going to be trying to convert your fellow players? Are you going to do you have a chant? Do you have a philosophy behind your cult?
I have 5 cultists with double-handed weapons.
Okay,
I have no ranged weapons.
We'll work on this. This is, you know, I think this last couple of days has been like such a great learning of Brent and how different we are and how fun this is going to be.
Dude, I honestly am excited to hear what happens because, yeah, this seems like a real good clash of
What if
like,
Brent comes back a
personalities, so.
different person? Like, what if Brent is wearing
Dude, if he
all
comes
black
back,
denim?
he's got yes, exactly.
I did look at the Goodwill for a black denim like jacket. Could not find one.
All right, just go look up a picture of Cliff Burton and just cosplay the event. You're like 3/4 of the way there. Yeah, he's gonna do it. That's right.
Oh, cat cam. Oh no,
Some people
have to censor that one.
Some people know what I'm talking about.
Oh, great. That's beautiful. Cat. For the listeners at home that can't see, we're on cat cam at the moment. Some balls are being licked right now, and they're not. No.
That's kind of how it goes.
He's neutered.
Generally speaking, yeah, you know, there's that too.
All right,
but
now I know what Cliff Burton is. Thank you. Okay. Good.
you're right there.
You were right
You're
there.
right there.
Yeah, I need a hat.
Yeah, I mean, you could go with the hat. You didn't always have the hat, but you could.
I think like the hair
Just
really like it makes you fit. I think if you go in your Crocs, I think you'll honestly fit in more. Because those hardcore kids, they love Crocs, especially
They're
when
very comfortable.
Do they?
yeah, they do. And I think it's because they're all old now. So
That makes sense,
yeah,
actually.
and you can
Yeah, that fits.
accessorize. So, do you have Croc accessories?
Dude,
you haven't shown me your Croc collection yet.
Yeah, have you seen
multiple
this?
Crocs, but not
all these,
We'll work on that.
you don't go with the little things that you put. They fit in the holes. They're like little buttons that fit in the
What are they
holes,
called?
and they're
Giblets?
kind of like
Giblets?
I don't know, something.
Yeah, something
There's
like
something
that.
weird.
But Rachel, she made a miscast one, so we can print that tonight if you want, Brent.
We're not doing that.
Okay,
You should, yeah.
don't worry
You
about
should
it.
100% do that. You should force it. Force the issue. What are you doing?
This
You're
weekend
the
is just
guest,
me
right?
going, Brent, we should do this, and then Brent's, we're not doing that, and then we go to
No,
Panda
no,
Express.
It's just a weekend of me sorting good ideas from bad ideas is what this weekend has been.
I think you need to live.
I'm getting quicker at yes, no, yes, no.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm quite good at like peer pressure, and Brent is immune. I can't get him to do anything remotely fun.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to try very hard. Like, there's a Panda Express by my house, so we went there like 3 times in a row.
Incredible. Do you only go to locations where is that where we're going to Under the Dice Fest? Is that where the biggest Panda Express is?
Like, guess what? It's their headquarters. We're going on a tour.
Springfield, Massachusetts definitely has a mall. And I bet
The mall of...
Yeah. Where there's
Dude,
a mall,
every
there's
mall
a
has a
food
Panda
court. Where there's a
Express.
food court,
Yeah.
there's orange chicken.
That's true. Even if it's a knockoff, it's not actually Panda Express. There's some sort of version of that.
We're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about us.
I mean,
We're gonna be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be great.
you'll live if that's what you mean. At least you'll get a couple of games in.
I need
Some
you to know
good
how far
painting
this
in.
wee bit has extended. Like when when Brent's like, oh, I could play Mordheim. Then it very quickly became, we can play Mordheim. We're playing together. We're gonna have the same warband, aren't we, Trent?
Yeah, that you've painted. And
I can't
now done,
think of
and
anything
Brent will push the models.
wilder.
Do either of us have the attention span to follow through with a full game of Mordheim? I think it actually has to be done in shifts.
No, absolutely
or
not.
like one of us gets the other one to pay attention.
It's not the best game. It is a fun time, especially with the right people. And I think this is going to be your best time experiencing this game. And I think you're going to dig it because you like playing D&D and stuff, right, Brent? Mm-hmm. Are you a role player when you play D&D?
Yeah.
You're in. You just got to get in the mindset. We're gonna like flash up some Ian Miller and John Blanche and stuff. We're gonna force open your eyes, and I'm just gonna throw the textbook at you. Like,
that's what you're doing in the car. Yeah, I'm gonna have my eyes on the road, but I will be unable to escape the level up rules and the
That's
injury
true,
table.
actually.
like
If you just read those out to him for 4 straight hours.
You were allowed to have a dice tray and some dice in the car. That is very reasonable.
oh, thank you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Do some, practice rolls, What's a 6-4
lineup? We're gonna
5
get the
me?
lineup set. We're gonna figure out what we're doing with our 500 gold pieces by the time we reach the convention.
Yeah, I mean,
You haven't figured any of that stuff out yet?
nah. Look, I've got lists for you, Brent.
Okay.
I've possessed.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I even read the player's packet this morning. I was a very good boy. I know all the house rules. We're ready to go. I don't think I'm
that's
selling
pretty
you
responsible.
on this.
When did you read? By this morning, you mean late last night?
It was in one of your nap sessions.
Brett was passed out. Trent's in the corner like, I don't know what to do. I can't leave.
That pyramid was bare
I better read
plastic and
this.
sprue goo and bits this morning, and then now it's all done. Like you've been painting hard all day. When have you had time to be reading player packets?
No, I needed a break.
Okay.
I've been painting hard all day.
Yeah, you got me there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Brent, what have you been painting? I don't think you said.
I've been working on my possessed warband for Mordheim using frost grave.
Oh, I guess you did.
minis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I picked out there's 3 minis in that warband with pretty good mustaches, and one of the minis in particular is a really solid contender for best mustachioed miniature that sculpt that I have. It's very good. Very good.
Which one is it?
Well, it's a man in a turban. It's a bit from the Wizard's kit for Frostgrave.
Oh,
It's a man in a turban,
okay.
and he's yelling, and it's a little. The yell is a little bit lopsided, and the mustache is following the curve of the mouth. It's real good, and I haven't done a great job painting it, but I think I got a decent start on it, and yeah. So I have also put in 1 day of painting on my project, and I've got 10 miniatures that are table ready. Not great, but table ready.
You've also gone for a grimdark thing too. You've really pushed your boundaries of what
Of
Brent
color
can,
and grim darkness?
I'm using darker colors. I'm using dark burgundy. I'm using dark sea ben, which is incubi darkness. And I'm using a dark gray blue, and so we got dark desaturated blue and teal and burgundy, and it's all
right.
It's all a little bit darker than I like to do, but I think it will fit the theme of Mordheim. Won't look too out of place.
It'll look great on the tables.
That makes sense.
It'll fit in well.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten around to
usually,
highlighting it.
it's pretty dark. No, you stop there.
Yeah,
It's dark.
Mordheim's
grim.
pretty dark. Pretty dark.
It's pretty dark, generally.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, though. I mean, generally, Brent's he paints the bright colors.
Yeah.
Trying to get him to not paint bright colors is difficult. So
Yeah, well, I've seen the cabinets
congratulations.
in person now, and they're bright, quite primary. I would say.
Have I shown you the shrimp?
Right, yeah.
Oh, is this in your warband?
It's a relic blade shrimp.
But is it going in
Shrimp
your
harpooner. No, he's not going in my Mordheim warband.
Why
kinda
not?
sick,
It
though.
could.
Could be a mutant, actually, right?
Yeah.
Like a cultist
With
mutant.
a,
Yes.
Yeah, mutant with a claw arm.
Honestly,
Actually.
that could be kind of fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a great miniature.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, right, you might as well go for it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, your warband looks great, and your choice of your possessed models are really cool. Those
Thanks,
Idols
buddy.
of Torment models
buddy.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using magnetic bases, and so I've got them all loaded up into a little lunchbox, a little lunch pail, one of the lunch tin. Pretty happy about that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's...
Are they all magnetized and stuff?
Yep, that's how you
your-
transport
in
a
your
small
tin.
warband.
I thought it was awesome. I'm going to do that when I get home.
Idea.
Try to find those collectors, lunch boxes. Get some Transformers or some
Such a
Dragon
good
Ball Z or
excuse.
something.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Power Rangers, yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
it's right on the bottom. You got 5 or 6 models. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, that's not bad at all. Man,
Yeah, I already
All
used
right.
that technique for my Necromoonda Delac gang. I actually do have a lunch pail with a bunch of bright green Delacs in there.
now do you say Delac or do you say Dalek?
Or Delacu.
Or yeah, Delac.
This is a word I've only read, not heard. Maybe.
Make it your own. Again, you're
Yeah,
up against the cultural weight of like some weird dudes in Nottingham. Like you can make it whatever
Fair,
you want.
fair.
You
You have
say
the
that.
cultural
Delac
reach
way.
to.
If I mispronounce it, I'll never hear the end of it. And I've already got enough of those,
gonna
But if you
those
do it-
comments. I can't do anymore.
If you keep doing it though, you'll get some people repeating you as a joke, some people repeating you for real, some people who you actually
Yeah.
sway to your way of thinking, and you can slap chop the heck out of Delac, Delacu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't let that hold you back, dude.
Look, I'll think about it.
You can make anything you
When
want.
I return in 2029 for Eye of the Dice 7, I'll tell you how I pronounce it. I'll come to the conclusion.
Sounds
Until
good.
then,
We'll get
my comment
t-shirts.
section is going to be mispronunciation free. They already get me for enough stuff. Like one time, I tell you that, like in the first Nurgle Diaries video, which is the most popular one, I think, I mentioned the movie The Thing, and I mentioned the remake of The Thing, and the thing about the bloody thing.
It's actually a prequel.
And it's actually a prequel. And you know what? You bloody bastards out there, every single one of you that has commented this all those years, it was in the script. And you know what? I cut it because I'm like, nobody's going to care about this little tidbit. And turns out so many of you did. Okay? And I've heard every single comment, and I still get maybe once every couple of months. And it's just this reminder why we can never have anything nice.
So was the entire movie in Norwegian? The remake of The Thing, was it all in Norwegian at the Norge base? I bet it was all
It
in
was
English,
in English,
wasn't it?
but like
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it was a remake. It was not a pre.
Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah.
no. The one.
Oh,
no,
no.
it was definitely a prequel. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, it's a prequel because
Yeah.
The helicopter that comes in
Yeah, but they're
says
not-
Norge on the side
Yeah.
because they're from the Norwegian base, right?
Yeah, this is the same people from the Norwegian bases, just like before it goes over to the American.
we
one.
can't do
Isn't
this because
that
I
what
can't get
this
any
movie
more
is?
corrections on this bullshit anymore.
Look.
No
The
more. Absolutely
Thing,
no more.
John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake in and of itself.
That's true. That is true.
So
a
it
very
doesn't
good
matter.
point.
If people want to get into it, there are other things to get into. But I swear the new one was a prequel anyways.
It was.
sure.
It had the
I
little
haven't
scene
seen
at
it
the end, and you're like,
for a
oh.
while.
But it's also like
Yeah.
there's so many recreations of classic things that it's just done so garbage. It's like, what's the point? Like, if you can argue one thing that it's a prequel, but also you can argue that it's just bad at doing everything all at the same time, and it's nothing.
Yeah, it's just not as good as the John Carpenter
I would say
version
there's
of
no
The Thing.
redeemable qualities. I would go as far as to say, but also,
It's a bit harsh, but okay.
but also, have you seen like some of the photos from behind the scenes when it was all like puppetry and like practical effects, and then they just CGI'd on top
So
of
good.
it?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why. Never forget.
Well, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. We're not going to forget that either.
We never asked Casey, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
How are you doing?
Oh,
buddy?
you know, just
I can keep
it's
talking about
fine,
the thing
you know,
if you
just over here. You guys just hanging out without me. I get it.
You got a twin-size bed. That's pretty good.
Yeah, if I knew that.
Yeah. If you knew that, yeah, you would have driven up from Tyler's house, a 10-hour drive to then fly out. It's fine.
I mean, I've done worse, really. And also, like, I have done so many hours this bloody trip. It's all just
It's just a blur at this point. Yeah. Well, like when Brent came over to my house a few months ago, like we ended up doing like a 7-hour drive from my house. Yeah. So we went across the entire state that I was in Salt Lake City, another state over, and did a bunch of stuff. So like, it's definitely a thing. It's kind of weird, like flying somewhere to drive a long distance, but you know, I get it. Yeah.
It's basically just like going to the shops here in Australia, I think. Just supermarket, you go to country town.
Yeah.
You know, you got to make a couple of days out of it. Collect the water from the well. Avoid all the kangaroos on the road.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, when you
war
visit,
zone out
I'll
there
show you.
in Australia.
It's tough.
I mean, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
We can do it at the same
we got
time
things
as
to
Bali.
do.
Two birds
That's
with one
fair.
stone.
We should do that. we'll make we'll do something. We'll make a convention out of the whole thing. I think we can do that. And there are definitely people we can coerce into going. I know Bill's flown to Australia before. We can get him to do it again.
Oh, he absolutely would. Last time he visited, he picked
we're
up
already there.
A huntsman spider in his bare hands. He's really one of us.
He's Canadian, so
yeah. Dude, honestly, it helps a lot. You know, every time, you know, Bill has like the best reputation ever because like Bill like visited my mum when he visited, and you know, he was there for maybe 15 minutes, and my mum still to this day just talks about Bill non-stop. Every time it's like, how's Bill doing? Oh, so nice. It was so funny when he flicked out his knife and cut the cheese for us. Like, you've told the story like 10 times now. So
That's
like, come to
amazing.
Australia,
She's
you
taken.
can also meet my mum
hang out with Trent's mom.
Yeah.
That sounds great, dude. Sounds great.
anytime.
Oh man. Yeah. I'm not doing much here though, basically. I've been working on painting some metal Sisters of Battle models that I've been
Hell yeah.
they've been in a cigar box for the last like 5 years and I haven't known what to do with them, and I picked up the box, forgot what was in it, and then I was like, oh, I opened it and it's like all these old metal sisters.
Heck
so
yeah.
I've just been going for it, so feeling pretty good about that.
That's the spirit.
I finally got a video out after the longest that it's ever been, which I haven't looked, but I know it's at least, I don't know, 50 days, something, 60 days. It's been a while.
Can
been a
relate
long
to that.
while.
We can relate to that.
We can relate to that.
We can relate to
Yeah,
that.
I was working on a
you
video
guys-
and then I
you
got a
guys
text
don't
that
have
said, hey, I'm
problems.
going to be at your house in an hour.
And he hasn't worked on it
Exactly.
since.
That's right.
No, of course not. Any excuse.
Any excuse.
Well, you also didn't
Yeah.
bail on your WoW game so you could do your video. So only one of those can be true.
Oh, what does it take to run ZG? Like 2 hours?
Like 2 hours.
Yeah, we'll get our car down in no time. World buffs are still up. Anyway, on that note.
Yeah. Thank you again for joining us on another episode of Paint Bravely. If you enjoyed this podcast, please help us out by leaving us a review on iTunes, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and sharing this message with your hobby friends. And as always, we appreciate each and every one of you for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
We appreciate each and every one of you, and we will talk to you next time.
We will.
Some of us will.
Thank you.